まだ少し痛むな。
Hello everyone and welcome back to Koiken Otome. Let's continue.
乾杯。実力不足。
It's like getting in a fist fight with a baby. Of course, that means we are the baby. As a side, even Misa-sensei and our supporters are getting tired out from healing us. That's how extreme today's training has been.
あら、ヘタレトリオが集まって何の相談ですの？ねえ、ヘタレ1号。
I can't think of anything to say. I'm a total loser. I didn't win a single time, and I wasn't able to land a single hit on you.
このまま訓練を続けても意味がないように思えてきましたわ。どういうことだ、イブ？気合と根性で何とかできそうだと思っていたけれど、やっぱり無理ですわね。ヘタレ1号は仲間とくっついていないと意味がないのに、立ち回りに難がありますし。せっかく動力アンプと一緒なのに、ホムラコとナオサメをうまく使えないヘタレ3号。私なりにやっているつもりだが。やっているつもり？つもりで結果が出るのなら苦労はしませんわよ。出現は撤回する。私は真剣にやっている。その結果、靖国はヘタレ3号のままでしょ？その通りだ。しかもヘタレ2号は全然本気になっていないし。私が本気でないとどうして決めつけるの？仲間が死なない程度に適当に動いているのが見えるからかしら？うまくやっているつもりかもしれませんけれど、バレバレですわよ。
Eve points this out and silences Kamishiro.
ねえ、やっぱりうちの学園へ転入してきなさいな。使えないヘタレと組むよりもその方がずっとよろしいと思いますわ。それはしない。したくない。あら、どうしてかしら。まさかヘタレたちを仲間だと思っているのかしらね。
And of course, Kamishiro doesn't reply. She simply stares back quietly at Eve.
こんなヘタレたちを仲間だと思って、仲間は大切だと思うのなら本気を出しなさいな。神城にどんな事情があるにしろ、手を抜くだなんて相手にも仲間にも失礼ですわ。
I feel like the atmosphere around here is getting colder. Wait, it actually is. And at the center of it all is Kamishiro, staring coldly at Eve. I'm reminded of the last time Kamishiro was angry. I wonder which part ticked off Kamishiro this time.
ヘタレ1号と3号がまだまだやる気ならしごいて差し上げますわよ。私はまだまだ頑張りたい。そう、ただ今の神城と組んでいたら使えるものも使えなくってよ。
What do you mean by that, Eve?
さあ、神城に聞けばいかがかしらね。
Leaving it at that, Eve heads back to her room. Ask Kamishiro, she says. The last time I asked, I didn't get a yes nor a no for an answer.
先に眠る。おやすみ。
Kamishiro stands up and briskly returns to her room. Hey, Akane, I wonder why Kamishiro holds herself back.
私にもわからない。そんな話はしないし。
So what do you two talk about when you're together?
何も。瞳子はもともと口数が少ないし、私は世俗に疎いから話題がないのだ。
Oh, I see. I can almost imagine what those two must be like back at the dorms. Kaoru and I might actually chat together more than they do. Before teaming up, Kamishiro said something like, I don't care even if we don't participate. I wonder if she still feels that way.
今でも本心では戦いたくないのだろう。その事情に立ち入るのはどうかとも思う。
Yeah, and it feels like she'd reject us if we push her too hard. Maybe it's just as Eve said and Kamishiro isn't taking this seriously.
仮にそうだとしても、私は瞳子を仲間だと思っている。
Of course I feel the same way. We'll just have to combine our powers and fight through this. Again we start training bright and early. Whatever the case may be, this training is our only option. In between light huffs, there's only a moment's pause.
私の攻撃を受け止めた。靖国、行くぞ聖一。てりゃ
Whoa! I link hands with Akane and we charge at Eve, but no matter how much Akane swings her sword, she can't hit Eve.
ちょっとはできるようになったわね。
Eve continues to evade Akane's sword by a hair and grins fearlessly.
そのつないだお手てちょっと目障りね。
Eve swings her rapier down at our linked hands.
危ない聖一。
Wah! At the moment that we let go,
それそれ、ヘタレ1号の増幅が失われた状態で私の攻撃をどう防ぎますの？ヘタレ3号。ヘタレというな。
Akane's sword, dimly wrapped in flames, crashes violently against Eve's glowing rapier. It looks like I'm about to get sent flying from the resulting Doryoku shockwave. Wah! Just as I am preparing myself for the shockwave, someone jumps in front of me.
下がってオーバー。
Kamishiro?
立て直す。
Along with her short reply, the moisture in the atmosphere instantly freezes and, like diamond dust, the beads rain down around us.
出る。オーバーは靖国と合流。
Right. I follow after Kamishiro, who has her famous Aogori in hand, out of the sparkling ice crystals and rush to Akane's side.
ようやくですのね。
Catching us out of the corner of her eye, it looks like she smiled a little. Eve jumps back from having her rapier locked against Akane's sword.
靖国、オーバー、攻撃。
Alright, let's do this, Akane. Thus far, we've been only on the defense, but now that Kamishiro is on the front line, the balance has flipped around. Once again, Akane and I link hands to combine our powers and position ourselves to attack.
やっと本気を出しましたわね。ヘタレ2号。オースティンには関係ない。さあ、どうかしらね。
Eve easily defends against our full power attack while chatting with Kamishiro.
もうヘタレ3号の攻撃は単調すぎですわ。
With deft movements, Eve lightly deflects Akane's sword. That's certainly not a technique that exerts brute force to defend against Akane's gigantic sword with just a slender rapier.
一本気なのは知っているけれど、攻撃までが一本調子では見切られてよ。まだまだ。
Akane's sword and Eve's rapier cast off a shower of sparks. I'm trying my best to stay in contact with Akane to amplify her Doryoku.
それですわ。それが何よりの弱点ですわ。
With a sharp sound that pierces the air, Eve comes at us to try and split us apart.
任せて。
Toko intercepts Eve's attempt to attack us. In that opening, Akane swings her sword down at Eve.
あら、危ないですわね。
Eve only moves her head a little to avoid Akane's attack. She really is quite accustomed to battle. Her swift movements, swift swordsmanship, Doryoku usage and timing all give the impression that she's trained to always defeat the enemy in front of her. But after fighting with her countless times, I'm starting to get a hold of her weakness. And that is her self-confidence. She looks down upon us, thinking that there's no possible way we'll hit her, and so she only takes evasive actions at the very last moment. Akane, during our next attack, offset your timing by just a footstep. I whisper to Akane so that only she can hear.
わかった。
She nods without averting her forward gaze.
あら、何か企んでいるのかしら。まあ、何をしても今のあなた方では無駄ですけれど。
She motions with her rapier and provokes us. You're in for a world of hurt if you let your guard down.
時間ですので、そこまでです。
However, our attack is interrupted by the sound of Yuzu's whistle. Eh? We are done already?
はい。セットの時間が終了しましたから、一旦休憩です。
Tja, I wanted to go for just a little bit longer.
そうだな。今のはちょっと何かが分かったような気がしたんだが。残念ですわね。私がギリギリで避けているから もう一歩踏み込もうと思っていたのに。
How'd you know?
靖国の目を見れば何か仕掛けようと思っているのはバレバレですわ。また私か。
でもお前たちなかなかいい動きになってきたな。
Really? I'm relieved by Jin's timely comment.
ああ、上城が防御しつつも前へ出たことで戦い方がガラリと変わったぞ。
So basically, just like it felt, Kamishiro is finally starting to take this seriously.
ヘタレトリオにしてはいい動きになってきましたわね。しかしまだまだイブに攻撃が通せない。あら、私を前にして立っているだけでも大したものよ。
Eve comment strikes me. Come to think of it, during this last set, even though we took some hits, we are pretty much unwounded. Up until now, we've been utterly defeated and unable to move after every set, and relied on Chiharu and Misa-sensei to restore us.
それじゃあもう少し本気を出してもいいみたいですわね。
Eve gives a sincere laugh and I am not sure how to feel about her. Why is she going so far to help us out? I still don't exactly understand what she's thinking, but I'm starting to get a feeling for it. Okay, I hope you'll continue to work us hard until dinner time.
ええ、お望みとあらば。
With rapier in one hand, she smiles. It's not a hostile one full of animosity, but a very warm smile. I'm about to grab a cold drink before dinner. Ow. I'm full of scrapes after undergoing Eve's training. Even though Chiharu and Misa-sensei were able to heal the major injuries, it looks like they weren't able to get us back to full capacity. Since I'm still a little wary, I'm searching the refrigerator for some kind of refreshing carbonated drink.
大バカ。
I hear a voice from behind me and turn to see Ota. Yo, we keep bumping into each other, huh?
そうだな。
Ota grabs a drink from the refrigerator and starts to head back to his room. Just when I feel as if he's being his usual cold self, Ota stops.
結構しっかりやってるようだな。
Huh?
セイ・デイビッドのものとの特訓だ。
Yeah, Eve doesn't really let up. And we feel that we definitely need to get stronger.
オーバー、君はもう少し靖国さんと動きを合わせられないのか。
Huh? Why?
君たちの呼吸が合ってないから動きがワンテンポ遅れてるんだ。
I can't really help that up to a certain point. I've tried to match her pace, but I just don't know what she's thinking. What seems to work the best right now is to voice our intents while moving.
せめて攻撃時、防御時、回避時の癖くらいは知っておくんだ。例えば、真正面から攻撃が来たとする。靖国さんなら右と左、どちらに避ける？いちいち確認するより、事前に分かっていれば隙は小さくなるだろう。
You are absolutely right, but
なんだ？
why are you giving me this advice? I would have never thought he'd be helping me like this.
ただの気まぐれだ。
This time, for real, he turns and heads back towards his room.
今日は微妙にフォーメーションが違いますわね。
In order to memorize Akane's movements, I've decided to stand a step behind her. We'll be in your care again today.
言われなくてもそのつもりですわ。
At the sound of the whistle, Eve vines immediately close in on us.
防ぐぞ、聖地。
She stands, legs shoulder width apart, gripping her sword and bracing for impact. So this is how she sets up her defense. Gotcha! I place my hand on her shoulder and amplify her doryoku.
それ。
Once again, Eve's attack assaults us. Akane sets herself up again.
防御だ。
Before she finishes her sentence, I've already got my hand on her shoulder and amplifying her doryoku. Keep your eyes forward, Akane.
わかった。
Akane easily brushes Eve's attack off with her fiery sword.
やりますわね。今のはいい動きをしてましたわよ。隙あり。うるさいですわ、ヘタレ2号。
Eve summons a defense of vines and blocks Kamishiro's attack.
よし、今だ。聖地頼む。
Aiming for the moment that Eve is stopped in her tracks, Akane starts running forward with her right leg and raises her sword.
うまく狙ったようですが、まだまだ甘いですわ。
We thought we had defended against Eve's vines, but it had made its way behind us and is closing in once more. Akane somehow manages to block it. Akane's right shoulder drops just a friction and the top of Homura Koiken Otome leans to the right. Looks like she's going right. As I thought, Akane moves to the right to evade Eve's attack. Watching Akane, I jump to the right as well.
遅いですわ。
Gah! All of this concentrating on Akane's movements alone is making me slow to react. I take the brunt of Eve's attack.
大丈夫か、聖地。大場がやられてもいちいち様子を伺ってはいけませんわ。まずは自分のことを気にしなさい。
Distracted, Akane is entangled in vines.
2人連続してやられたら何の意味もありませんわね。
One more time! This time I'll synchronize with Akane's movements better. Through day and night, rain and shine, we continue training with Eve. Eve said she would work us till we drop, and that was no lie. On top of the intense training, she scolds us every minute she can. I feel like I'm hearing them sigh more and more. It's not surprising, there's tough training every day, we lose every day, physical injuries and bodily stress are also contributing to our mental strain.
すまん、聖地。私はシャワーを浴びて床に着く。私もシャワーは済んだから先に寝る。
Right, good work today.
おやすみ、聖地。大場、おやすみ。
Good night, be sure to get a good night's rest for tomorrow. The two very girls leave the dining room. Phew. I also sigh deeply, watching the two of them leaving with drooped shoulders. I don't feel like going to sleep. Even if I go to sleep, all I'll dream about is training, and Eve's insults will just ring through my head again. I guess I'll just hang out around here until Akane is done showering. I flip through a magazine on the coffee table. It's an old outdoors magazine, but just looking at the pictures calms me.
あら、まだ起きていましたの？おさわり同変態で乳もみビンタの毒されヘタリ1号？
Excuse me? I don't even... By the way, the tit-sucking bitch-slapped part was added on by sheer accident.
しっかり休まないと体力が持ちませんわよ。
Eve, you're quite nice, aren't you? She just looks back at me blankly.
何をいきなり言い出すのかしら、変態ヘタリ1号は。
So I've got a question. You're pretty good friends with Akane, right?
仲良しというより、昔からのライバルですわ。
I was just thinking you're a pretty strange gal for helping out your enemy.
その通りですわ。ちょっと変わってますの、私。
Well, I get the feeling it's more than just that. You're thinking that you want to fight on equal grounds with Akane, right? The moment I say this, Eve, who's usually acting haughty, high, and mighty, deeply blushes. You know, I really want to thank you. The reason we're shaping up is all thanks to your training.
買いかぶりとはこのことですわね。
She's kind of cute when she's so openly flustered. No, really, I can't express how grateful I am. Thank you, Eve.
違うもん。
Wait, what? Did she just change her speech pattern?
私は感謝されるつもりでしたんじゃないもん。世界最高水準の動力者は私のもの。
Do you mean me?
それに靖国をいじめていいのは世界広しといえども私一人ですわ。
How does that work?
とにかく
Her face is bright red and she swings her arms down as if she were going to hit a table.
私は敵に塩を送るのが趣味なの。
Now that she is off her high horse, Eve is actually pretty cute. That's a twisted hobby, Eve.
変態おさばり魔の大場に悪趣味とか言われたくはありませんわ。
She quickly turns her head to the side, but I get it. She is just trying to hurriedly cover everything up after I hit the bullseye. I'm really grateful, Eve.
もう寝言は寝てから言いなさいな。
Even though Eve spits out a retort and runs back to her room, it leaves me happy. No matter how hard it gets, I need to do my best in tomorrow's training.
こんなものですわね。そろそろ一旦お昼休憩にしませんこと？
Yeah, let's do that. So, thanks for watching everyone, and have a nice day. Bye bye!